boy. Oh man. All right, everyone. Hello again. Um, I don't know y'all if y'all can hear it in the background. I don't know. Probably when I speak, you'll be able to hear it if it's happening at the same time. There's a massive fucking rainstorm about to happen. Like they predicted it would start roughly around this time of the day. Um, so yeah. We're sort of waiting for that to hit. And normally when it rains here in Brazil, not in Brazil specifically, but in my town, power goes out. You know, the largest city in the southern hemisphere of the planet does not have a reliable power grid. In the country with the highest amount of lightning strikes per hour in the world, okay? The most lightning strikes per hour, the most lightning strikes in the world per year. We do not have a stable and reliable power grid in the largest, most productive, most important city in the southern hemisphere of the globe. We don't have it. It's not a priority. I'm gonna try and bring up the character creator once again. We probably lost all of our progress, but that's okay. I'm going to have to redo it from start. So to the people of Dune Awakening, the studio, hi, my name is Commander Rod. This is essentially my hello, how are you, to be part of the beta in the for Dune Awakening. I'd very much like that, please and thank you. I know there's a beta going on right now. Everybody knows there's a beta going on right now, but it is closed.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
Oh, we didn't see this earlier. Oh, there he is.
One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born.
That's what it is. It's because he was never born.
I created the future until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change.
Yeah.
Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen.
That's what it is.
Sardaukar deployed to protect the Spice Melange.
Oh. Alright. Anyway, here comes the music back, baby. Well, we're back. And, we're compiling shaders, so that's fucking slowing everything down. As you can tell by the fucking camera going nuts. The rain has started outside. My camera, my window is right behind my camera. So as soon as the shaders are done compiling, my camera should go back to having the speed it needs to. I gotta be honest, I cooked with my fucking with Outrunner. I cooked with Outrunner. I'm very, very proud of it. Alright, there we go. So what I don't fucking understand... Okay, what I don't understand is why my computer keeps deciding that it wants to place my fucking camera at 1080p, 30 frames per second, when that's not what I want from it. Right? Like, I want it at 950. so that it's easier to fucking run it. Like, why would you fucking mess with it? Whatever. We're gonna go to create a character. We've done this song and dance before. How's the creating going? I actually had to stop the stream because my power went out. So we're having to start over. Ain't that fun? I'm excited. I'm not. We're making a brick shithouse again. Neck length is normal. Toggle the attire. Chest size, massive. Skin tone. Yeah, he's tan. No vitiligo. His voice is number 1. Face is 1. Yeah, he's a young baby boy. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Shut up, Albert Camus. Camus. Fucking... One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Oh, do nothing to change his situation. Fucking... Oh, absurdism is the objectively superior way to look at it. Anya, do you not know where one must imagine Sisyphus happy comes from? This is what we were talking about the other day, about knowing where things come from. Fuck it, I'm making more me this time. One must imagine Sisyphus happy, if I'm not mistaken, comes from Albert Camus. Camus, whatever you want to call him. He is an absurdist philosopher. And he is considered to be the father of absurdism. And that's where that comes from. The tip size, protrusion, nose angle. There, nose bridge height. There. You don't like absurdism? I used to swear by absurdism. And then I changed my mind. Because absurdism is, it is inactive, and I do not like inactivity. It's a passive philosophy that merely accepts the world for what it is and accepts the lack of meaning in things instead of ascribing meaning to the things that we love and care for. That is what existentialism is for, and that's what I follow. So whereas absurdism stops there, I don't really know the difference between absurdism and nihilism. Nihilism is the belief, right? It is the stance that life is meaningless, right? That there is no inherent meaning to life. That is the first position, right? Absurdism is the belief that not only is life meaningless, but it is absurd that one would act as if life has meaning. And it looks at our society and considers it absurd for the simple fact that it attempts to describe the inherent meaning of life when there is none, right? That's what absurdism does. It looks at life and what people try to ascribe meaning to it. It looks at life and at people that say that life must have an inherent meaning, and it calls them absurd, right? And it acts to consider like to consider an inherent meaning absurd. That is what absurdism is. Existentialism, on the other hand, is not only looking at life for what it is, not only understanding that it has no inherent meaning, but making the conscious choice to understand that meaning, the true meaning of life, is what you make of it. Existentialism is to understand our kinship with every single living human, to understand our kinship with every single living being on this planet and understand that we are a part of the many, right? We are a single piece of the whole that is existence. We are the universe experiencing itself, and through that understand and appreciate just how wonderful it is to be alive. That is what existentialism is. It's, instead of making fun of people that try to give life meaning or making fun of people that believe life has meaning, it's understanding that meaning is all we have, right? To exist, existence is at the same time the most fragile thing we know, but also it will be the longest and most present thing we will know for as long as we are alive, right? We at the same time have no idea what we are doing, and at the same time this is all we will ever know. And thus we should approach it with reverence, we should approach it with love, and we should approach it with patience. So when someone asks me if I don't like absurdism, I think absurdism is a transitory state between rationalism, nihilism, and then existentialism. I personally believe that existentialism is a more mature way of observing the world and life itself, because the reality is that nihilism is not wrong. Neither is absurdism. It's not meant to say that they are wrong. It's meant, existentialism is meant to be a reinterpretation of the information given to us by nihilism and absurdism. It's looking at the reality that there is no inherent meaning to anything that we experience and anything we go through, and making the conscious choice as a conscious sapient creature to give that meaning, right? And to decide what that meaning is, right? And this idea, it's a very humbling reality. It's a very humbling experience to realize that, holy shit, the meaning that I have felt, right, the purpose I have felt this my entire life is not something that has been given to me by some creator. It's not something that is inherent to me as a human being, or that is inherent to the universe. It's a choice. And that's a beautiful thing, because I can choose to see the meaning in the most mundane and simple things ever. And when you choose to see meaning, when you choose to give meaning, right, it can be a very liberating thing, because you can choose to look at a terrible thing that happened to you as either a defining moment or a teaching moment. You can choose to look at something that is beautiful and great as a blessing, or as something you're meant to protect, whose existence you're meant to protect, right? It takes away the unknowability of the universe as an inherently bad thing. It presents the unknown of the universe as an exciting new frontier to examine and to ascribe meaning to. It looks at the world not with naive optimism and not with jaded pessimism. It looks at the world for what it is, and it asks you, what do you believe it is, right? What meaning can you give to this? And what meaning is, what makes sense to you? Love that. I think my character looks great. Look at him. All right, let's turn off the music real quick.
I told you what I am?
The Reverend Mother.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin.
Oh, am I gonna do the fucking box of pain?
Where were you born?
Oh, okay. Where was I born? I was born in Caladan. I'm just gonna say.
A world of water, homeworld of the Atreides.
Yes.
The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfreluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place.
Yeah, caste system.
Where is your place?
What was I? Bondsman, educated caste that serves the great houses and administer imperial bureaucracy. Bondsmen are casually known as the citizen class. Now familia, reserved for essential members of the noble household or retinue, afforded certain privileges and protections by their statins and pions. Vast labor force. I'm a worker.
You've risen above your station. Most peons go their entire lives
Peon,
without seeing the
not
inside of a
pion. Broad,
starship.
dumbass. All right.
You had a mentor in your youth, trained by
I'm gonna go
one
back
of
to
the
just the
schools.
reactive image.
Who was your mentor?
There we go. So it's not like slow. Okay, my mentor, Swordmaster, a Bene Gesserit acolyte, a Mentat, or a trooper. See, I personally believe that my character would have been raised by, like, he's a worker. He's a peon. But I feel like I feel like a Swordmaster would be best. Oh, but fucking grappling hook. What the fuck? Fuck, a Swordmaster or a trooper? Gun or sword? Study the blade or Call of Duty shoot a man? Call of
A
Duty shoot a man.
house soldier? Retired with full honors, or a missing limb?
A missing limb, please.
The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
Yes.
Come here.
Ooh, she's gonna do the thing.
Kneel.
She just used the voice on me.
Put your hand in the box.
Her thuum is too powerful. Stick your hand in there. What's inside? Pain.
I hold at your neck the Gonja Bar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing.
Sick.
You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You
Oh.
have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
Are we there to awaken? Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I thought this ritual was rare, but I guess they're giving, like, the idea is that we are the only ones that are actually going through this. No other player, quote unquote, is doing it. Yes. Oh.
Good. You speak truth.
Thank you,
But
Mama.
here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
Fuck yeah. This is awesome. So the awakening part has to do with this sleeper. Got it. Your character will be safe to use Dune Awakening. Your character will be available to import as soon as the game launches. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. That's really fun. Oh! I don't know what that is, but like, awesome. Cool. Can we do the benchmark? It is cool. Like, I'm really excited to actually fucking play this game. The Dune movies are good. Watch the 80s ones, because they're funny as hell. Watch the 80s ones, read the books. The new ones are... The new movies are good, too. I'm not gonna lie. So this is running at Ultra. We're at 140, 120 frames per second. Shit. This is... If we can run it on Ultra while streaming with this, I'm gonna be very happy. Very, very happy. Do you have the first one, or like what, God Emperor? Because I only read the first two, I believe. Dude, I am very excited for this. I think I know a couple of people that are in the closed beta, but they signed an NDA, so they can't they can't really talk about it, so I know nothing about, like, what's actually going on. Anya says, I get that Dune has, like, the biggest cultural impact on our world, but the thing about Dune is that it's a quiet impact. Like, Star Wars is a loud impact, fucking, like, there's so many different sci-fi stories that have, like, loud impact, but Dune, trust me, Dune has insane impact, but it's a very quiet one. It's very quiet, because for the longest time, Dune was considered fringe. Like, it's only now that with the movies, people are going like, whoa. You know, like, it's a good thing that they finally brought it to the mainstream. For the longest time, this was considered like the weird fucking sci-fi. The weirdest one. Like, even John Carter of Mars was easier. More accessible. I mean, yeah, it's a lot simpler, but still. There's so much cool shit in this world, why don't I interact with it? I don't know, why don't you? You should. It's really fun. It's really, really in-depth, and I like it. I mean, we're not gonna pretend like Frank Herbert was not kind of fucking weird for doing, like, for simply going, I'm going to do space jihad now. And I'm gonna make space Arab people and pretend like it's all original. I mean, it is kind of fucking weird the way he went about it, but you know. Wow. We're getting really good frame rate. Oh, man. I am so excited. The Shai Hulud. Oh, that's a spice melange mine that just exploded. Cool. Average FPS of 120. Perfect. This is great. We're on... Oh, I see. Okay. Frame generation FSR 3. Can I turn on the FSI... can I turn on DLSS? Like, is that a thing? Got it. Thank you. Can we move on? Oh my god. Uh-huh. Got it. Yeah, you showed that to me. Thank you. You got like 10 frame blades. I know, right? Well, my resolution is at actually this, so I don't know what you're talking about. Graphics quality, put on ultra, everything on max. I'm curious to see. Hold on. Put me on custom. Fucking there, custom. Okay, DLSS is the max. DLAA. Let's try that. Frame generation off. This ought to be the best. Ah, cool. They put the actual character I created. Let's do it one more time, and if it's like completely fucked, I'll go back to FSR 3 and the other one. Oh, hold on. It's limiting my frames to 60. I mean, you guys can't really tell the difference because max frame rate on Twitch is 60 anyway. But there is a little bit of stutter I can see, which is weird, but still, it looks good either way. All right, everyone, thanks for coming. This was character creation and benchmark for Dune Awakening. Hopefully, very hopefully, we get into the closed beta. I won't be able to tell you if I do, because there will be an NDA. But once the game comes out, rest assured that I will be playing this. I will be playing this alongside Kamazar and our other goons, because we have a whole project that we're working on for like for a Dune Awakening clan. So those of you who are in the 95th, if you end up getting this game, rest assured that you will be able to deploy with me and with Kamazar and all the other goons. I'm getting a transmission. Goon doesn't mean what I think it does. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean it means something else? Anyway, everyone, thank you for coming. I will see you all later. 8 days till Monster Hunter. That is true. Hopefully I get paid, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to play it. All right, baby. See you all later. Bye.